Greetings, fellow YouTubers. Back from the depths of rock and roll itself. I appreciate the fans sending me cigars. I have one left in the pack, and I was saving it for a victory cigar for whoever won the presidential debate. And Trump did win the presidential debates. And before I talk a bunch of mad shit, I'd like to fucking honestly be real with you, women's lib. And I'm sorry that Kamala Harris didn't get the nomination. And there's gonna be a lot of people who are gonna scream sexism and racism. And it's like the fact that it took a man to step down before Kamala could run as the second half of it. And the fact of the matter is, we haven't had a black president since Obama. That's just something to think about. Not trying to be a dick. Here's the cigar of the evening, Free Will. Look at that fucking sick logo. That is. Not all cigars are rolled circular, of course. Oh, yes. I was saving this for whoever won. I didn't care who won. I wanted to vote, and the line was so goddamn long. I was like, fuck this shit. I went to the liquor store. Then I came home with my drink combo that I did yesterday, the Cobra's Viking Blood, which is the Big Lost Cherry Mead mixed with Jack Daniel's Peach Country Time cocktails. Exquisite, by the way. I like cherry, I like peach. I'm a Viking descendant, so I'm like, it's an awesome little drink combo. But check out, I like this label. I've had this cigar before because I smoked through the pack the fans sent me, and these are fucking exquisite. I like the skull looks America and metal as fuck. The thing that really upsets me about the whole thing, let me grab my cigar cutter and quit yapping here. You know, if you don't like Trump, if you're not his biggest fan, that's cool. That's your choice. Like, but the fact that the hatred that Trump gets, how it divides our country, is so beyond bloody disgusting, YouTube. It really is, because America should be united we stand. I I don't want to cut any more off the cap because there is an indicator. There's a line around the back of it. You don't got to be center. You don't got to be like perfect. But as long as you don't cut below the cap line, you're good. Now the next step to firing up a cigar is you want a lighter. So you don't have to use something this obnoxiously big. We're going to take it and we're going to toast it. After toasting it like that, now we're going to grab it. Set that down in the safe direction. You can get CBD wax here in town. That's why I have that particular item. Not the perfect cut, but it works. A victory for cigar for Trump. And if Kamala Harris would have won, I would have smoked this for her too, to be honest. because I'm all about gender equality. Not every radical Trump supporter is a racist, sexist asshole. So you can't believe everything the media tells you. What about a drink combo, smart ass? And I'm like, well, I got you. 1 second. My condolences to Kamala Harris. You got 4 years to replan, re strategize, and come up with a new plan. And reinvent yourself if you have to. I'm all for having a female president, but the only reason Kamala Harris got picked is because she was a woman of color. And the libtards wanted to pat themselves on the back. What sealed. See, I wanted to vote for Trump when election day happened, but the line was so goddamn long, I was like, no. What sealed it for me is, I'm not trying to spur, but Jack Osborne did say he was supporting him, and he listed his reasons. I'm like, I dig that. And then fucking Kamala Harris was in an interview saying everyone just needs to be woke. Let's go woke, go broke. Now, you know what pisses me off about woke culture is that, once again, white people are flexing their privilege with it. White people stole woke culture from the black community, and then once they did that, everyone had to make it about their own personal problems. And it's so irritating, YouTube. There's nothing against LGBTQ plus. People are so quick to be like, oh, well, Trump's the next Hitler. I'm like, bullshit. If Trump's the next Hitler, where's his little Hitler stash? How come Trump doesn't have a concentration camp? Way to insult Jewish people who support Trump, you know what I'm saying? If you do some research on the Margie Law, the Trump brought a club in Florida. And prior to Trump purchasing said club, that club did not allow Jewish people or blacks into their club. Super racist, super anti-Semitic. Trump bought the club, erased the rule for that club that said they couldn't come in, and then sued the fuck out of Florida and the former club owners. How does that make him the next Hitler? That's what I'd like to figure out. But you can't figure out libtard logic. You can't. Watching the libtards cry because Donald Trump is the next president is like watching Jessica Boyle break down and cry over me on camera because she's too drunk. It's hashtag priceless. It's not about being based, YouTube, it's about equality. The fact that you can't support Trump without someone being like offended or being like, oh my god. You're not allowed to disagree with Kamala Harris's policies as a white, straight, cisgendered male because that automatically makes you racist or sexist. You know, it's political bullshit, dude. And you know what? I like how the Democrats can screw Bernie Sanders out of the vote for a second year running and use Joe Biden as their puppet. And it completely fucking backfired. Kamala Harris had to step in. That's the only reason why she got the vote to be vice president. Is so, like, here we go. We got some Jack Daniels, some Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream. Let's pour it. Glorious. I was planning a drink combo for whoever took the win. I didn't care which one did, to be honest, because politics are, politicians are corrupt. Politics and politicians are corrupt, so I really didn't give a shit who won, to be honest with you. But I was leaning more towards Trump, even though I didn't care who really won, because when Kamala Harris said, you gotta be woke, everyone just needs to be woke, I wanted to throw up in my mouth. Everyone trying to police everyone else's speeches instead of just letting people do their thing. being woke is not a bad thing, but being informed on the issues is what it should be about, not about your political agenda. There's a difference. And I'm trying to be a dick. I'm not. Because I know a lot of people are going to be really upset that Trump got the final spot. And it's like, well, here's the thing of it. I'm not trying to be based, but like, if a woman hates Trump and only wants to vote for Kamala Harris because she's a female and she has fucked the patriarchy, that's a shitty reason to do it. Like, you don't even agree with her policies, you just hate men, so that's your go-to. And like, it's not gonna work. People are sitting there watching Donald Trump and the assassination attempts. I don't care if you like Donald Trump or not. He's someone's grandfather now at this point. So the end of the world, Miss Harris. You got 4 years to re-strategize. You think your plan of your next move. If women in the 1950s were told that in the year 2024 women could run for president, they'd be like, "You've been hitting the Jack Daniels a little too hard. The fuck are you smoking?" So, what's really sexist about the whole thing, in my personal opinion, you can disagree with me, it's the internet, who gives a shit, is that the Democrats and Republicans could not elect a female to the final spot, let alone a woman of color. It took Joe Biden's white sicko ass to step down for her to get the spot. I'm just like, and you want to scream at me about white privilege because people voted for Trump. Okay, there's no need to be a sore winner, a sore loser. I don't care who it happens to. That's just my personal take on it. Let me give that a swish and a flick in the old ashtray there. We're golden. Had I known Trump was going to win, I would have mixed up some Bacardi Gold with some Goldschlager and some Diet Coke and call it the Trump. But I did not, so it's all good. Jack Daniels and fucking strawberries and cream, Dr. Pepper is pretty swinging, man. I got a fan suggested drink combo coming up when I can. What kills me about the whole Kamala Harris versus Trump bullshit is how the fucking politics divides us as a nation. It is absolutely fucking disgusting. You can't have an adult conversation and ask questions without someone getting offended, and I'm just sick and tired of it. This has nothing to do with being based. It's all about equality and fuck sickos. That's pretty straightforward. I know a lot of fucking liberals and Democrats are fucking feeling the pain, man. It'd be no different if Harrison won for the Republicans. So let's try to be civil about this. You can fact check it too. Donald Trump, when he bought that club in Florida, sued the fuck out of the city of Florida and the club owners because they wouldn't allow blacks and Jewish people in there. And then he turned around and was the first president to host a gay wedding. So everyone wants to call him the next Hitler. It's so fucking stupid. Just because you don't like Trump doesn't mean you get to compare him to something he's not. I'm so sick and tired of that bullshit. It's an insult to Jewish people who voted for Trump. You know what I'm saying? It's an insult to blacks and Jewish people who voted for Trump, and quite frankly, it's disgusting. You don't like Trump, that's your opinion. No, circle of protection around Trump and Kamala Harris in these ending times of election, yes. And I guarantee you, if someone tried pulling a Trump on Harris, you know what I'm saying? They'd find a way to make it about sexism and blaming Trump because that's how disgusting our society is. Never mind the fact that the social media and the media likes to demonize people that it's popular to hate. That's just my opinion. You spend the last 8 years comparing Trump to Hitler. What do you think's going to happen? It's disgusting. So to the fans, thank you for sending me the cigars, man. These are fucking delicious. This Free Will cigar is super delicious, man. I like the logo. It's super America and goth. And the flavor on it is dynamite. Sitting here fucking drinking some whiskey fucking post-election. People are gonna like lose their shit because Trump won, and it's like there's just no need for it. Be a good sport about it. I don't care if you're a winner or a loser. And just because Kamala Harris didn't win the election doesn't make you a loser. You know, we got the next 4 years of Trump, so once Trump is out of office, fucking Kamala Harris can run again. That's the most positive way to look at it, man. I don't want any drama or like racist baiting, race baiting, or sexism baiting, you know, where it's like, well, you didn't vote for Kamala, so you're a racist and a sexist. Really? 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 So, like, no, I don't want to have that argument because I don't gotta fucking say shit about it. I sincerely hope Kamala Harris and her family are safe in these times. I know it's going to be a bit of a huge letdown, but the thing you got to realize is that you came this close to being the first female president. That would have made history. And not only that, but the first female of color. There were people out there who are screaming about how racist our society is. And I'm like, well, there was this one time when like slavery was a thing. I know Kanye West wants to deny it, but Kanye West is stupid, no offense. So compared to them slave days to now, it's like, whoa, holy shit, you know what I'm saying? It's progress. America comes first. I'm a proud American. I don't want any drama with any other countries. You know, when I hear about the world's problems, it's a bit of a letdown, to be honest. It's kind of sad, to be honest. Like if I was fucking president, I would try to establish world peace with all the world leaders, and like everything's just chill, man. There's no war. It's all about power to the people, man. Black flame to let my green smoke. Jack Osborne was campaigning for Trump. And you know what, could survive assassination attempt and go, keep fighting. It's pretty badass in my book, he says. And I says, I agree. Then I watched an interview where fucking Kamala Harris is like, everyone just needs to be woke. And I'm like, define woke, because imagine oppressing black people for 400 plus fucking years. And black people wanting to create a movement to get more equality, and then white people hijacking and making it all about their pronouns and shit. You would fucking hate woke culture too. And it's nothing against people with pronouns. It's just the toxic culture we live in. People are fake. That's why I roasted it on my new album, which is available on Bandcamp. If you want to check out the album or purchase it, I'll put a link for it in the comments. With the door closed and the window cracked wide open, having a victory cigar for our next president. People are like, oh, it's the end of the world because Trump's president. I'm like, your melodramatic bullshit will only get you so far. You live in America where it's wonderful, as that one band said. We have access to clean drinking water. If I want food, I got the money for it. I can just DoorDash it. I don't gotta fucking leave my chair. It's a wonderful thing, dude. America is an awesome country. Nothing against Trump, but my slogan would be Make America Greater. It's power to the people, and united we stand. And what's fucking sad about politics is that you're not allowed to have an opinion without someone else getting way too offended by it. And it's like, dude, we're all people here. It's called having a discussion. I fucking hate politics, dude.